It can be exhausting. I think for me, that's the hardest thing. I can take the heat, I can take the cold, I can take even the lack of food, which gets difficult, but if I don't get enough sleep, I'll be dragging myself up these trails and it is exhausting. Sunrise might be at 6 a.m., so I'm not up at 6 a.m. I need to be out there on location, in the right place, ready to shoot at 5:30, and that means I need to maybe drive an hour to get there by 5:30, which means I'm getting up at maybe 3:30.
No matter how many times they've gotten up before the sun, it never really gets easier. They are often plagued by a fatigue that comes from capturing sunrise and sunset, a fatigue that adds an extra layer of challenge to getting that perfect shot. In spite of their exhaustion, Jay and Verena continue to find themselves hiking up mountains in the early morning hours.
For me, a successful photography trip would be somewhere where you can get great photographs. You get really tired, physically tired, and emotionally relaxed. Then come away and you look at the photograph and say, wow, I've actually been there and seen that in person.
This is breathing for me. These are the places where I feel the most alive. So I come out here and it's absolute peace. I can sit here for an hour and never hear a car go by or a jet fly over. There's no computer running in the background, none of that. It's just perfect peace.
The payoff is just this. I mean, if you look around you, the solitude, the beauty, just to be able to see things in the world that probably less than 1% of the population will ever get to see, is the payoff in itself.
And that payoff comes at a price. Not only do the Patels have to be prepared with the right gear, food and water, but they also have to prepare for what Mother Nature has in store. And she isn't always forthcoming about her plans.
Let's take a look at hourly forecast for Banff. 6 a.m., 47%.
Perfect.
Sunrise is at about 6:20, 6:30.
Plan for an hour to get there.
Yeah,
We need to be there before sunrise.
good point.
So,
5 o'clock, even earlier.
yep, at Lake Louise for today's sunset.
We're checking the internet. If we have an internet connection, we're checking with park offices. We want to make sure we know if it's going to snow or if it's going to rain, whatever it is. We have to be ready for it, because if we're not, we could end up not getting the shot we want.
Jay and Verena rely on the elements of nature. They have one shot for everything to align. A good eye is essential, but timing is everything. These images are their bread and butter. Any change in the weather could keep them from getting the shot. If the stars don't align this time, a lot is at risk, both financially and emotionally. They wait anxiously for Mother Nature to perform. Will she light up the stage with the steps they have so carefully choreographed in their minds?
Not tonight. Not gonna happen. That's it.
Tonight, like many nights, she has her own agenda.
You get to know people and you learn how to work with them. And I think that we work extremely well together.
What about the light conditions up here? You know, last time we were here, it was like blue skies, very hazy. Today it's really overcast, soft
But look
light.
at the light on the mountains over there. So if we can capture that
Yeah,
and these clouds coming in.
yeah.
It takes resolve, endurance, and great physical and mental strength to combat difficult terrain, sometimes treacherous weather conditions, and fatigue. They may not have control over Mother Nature, but they have hard-earned knowledge and the ability to use it creatively. This knowledge and creativity is the essence of the images they continue to create.
There is this awareness of what the other person is doing.
It took time to learn each other, to learn each other's habits. If Jay is set up for a shot, I can picture pretty well in my head what he's getting. And the same goes. He'll see what I'm doing. He'll shift so that he's getting something complimentary. If I'm way in, he'll go wide. When it comes to timing, we're very much in sync with that. We know when the sky starts to change color. You know, we will both at the same time say, okay, let's stop here. You want to stop here? Yeah, let's stop here.
Marina, check this out. Look at that. Look at that.
That's beautiful. You know, you set up your camera, you shift it a little to the left, you shift it a little to the right, you pull it up a little, and all of a sudden, that's it. That's the photo.
If you see me get the shots, I'll be very quiet about it. I will look at it and saying, yeah, the shot looks good.
There's a moment where I know before I release the shutter, that's the one.
Calmness washes over both Jay and Verena. This is it. It's all for this moment.
This is awesome.
Sweetheart,
Yeah.
this is the shot we were looking for.
Yep.
Photography for me is peaceful. There's an absolute silence to it, and I think we're all kind of looking for that silence in our lives. For me, when I find it, I just want to hold it a little longer.
There are always trips where you can not get anything at all. But even if you come away with one or two good images, all the time and effort and preparation you put into it is worth it. This is our job, but at the same time, we love it so much. It's being on vacation. It's like a dream come true. The greatest thing about photography is just the experience.
There is nothing like being in the Rocky Mountains for me. This is home.